might remember at the end of Caitlin Clark's basketball season, the WNBA Rookie of the Year said, I'm going to go and become a professional golfer in the off-season.
Although Caitlin Clark has garnered a lot of attention due to her incredible basketball skills, this week she is drawing attention for a different reason. Getting the hardwood down, it's not just any event, either, as Clark will be competing in the LPGA Pro-Am event the Annika, which is being hosted by golf icon Annika Sorenstam at Pelican Golf Club. Together with Nelly Korda, the top-ranked golfer in the world, Clark's involvement represents her growing influence in the sports world and was well publicized. The definition of being a multiport athlete is being redefined by Clark's presence.
It's in the car, actually.
Sorry about that. Okay, thank you.
Yay!
Why this is so remarkable. Clark's talent isn't the only thing that has people talking. The LPGA has invested heavily in marketing and public relations to promote her. But why did this one event create more buzz than her entire WNBA debut season? In this video, we'll find out how top golfers on the tour, including Korda and Sorenstam, expressed their true opinions of Clark and why this week could mark a turning point in how she's viewed in women's sports. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to the channel.
Well, it's quite amazing for a Wednesday. I mean, there's so many media here from all different sort of media aspects, local news, lots of reporters around that you normally wouldn't see on a Wednesday out here at an LPGA event. All the spectators are all waiting to get their final glimpse of Caitlin, hopefully a final autograph.
It was obvious when Caitlin Clark arrived at Pelican Golf Club that she would not be just another golfer. The LPGA capitalized on the occasion by coordinating a marketing campaign that emphasized Clark's attractiveness in two different sports and paired her with Nelly Korda, the top-ranked golfer in the world. Wasn't merely calculated, it was a declaration that this tournament was unique. The LPGA's brilliant move was to maximize Clark's exposure while simultaneously showcasing the world's top golfer and another generational athlete in Korda as Clark got ready to demonstrate her golf prowess in an arena where the pressure was as great as it was on the court. The atmosphere was tremendous.
How's it going? You've been seeing Nelly Korda do that over and over again for 6 holes now.
It's just satisfying. The way she hits the ball is just satisfying. It's pretty awesome.
The fact the Golf Channel changed its regular programming to include segments of Clark's game live, an uncommon move for a prom event, was what really made the LPGA stand out.
Just seeing the national media members that have arrived here, the basketball media that's here to cover Caitlin Clark, and what's sure to be a really special day in the women's game.
The feeling was brilliantly conveyed by social media feeds teeming with updates, videos, and highlights of Clark swings that dominated sports news tournament host and golf legend Annika Sorenstam. Beyond her talent, Caitlin's ability to inspire and attract new audiences is what she offers. This reverberated among golfers and even reached the wider sports media.
Our tournament in a different limelight and just different excitement. You know, they're streaming the summit today. They'll be streaming the Pro-Am. I mean, things that we haven't seen before. You know, wherever she goes, she's been selling out. So hopefully we'll sell out here too. So we're excited about it.
Clark's golf experience gave her participation more depth. It wasn't just a celebrity appearance. She had a real connection to the game, having played since she was a young child. I'm not a professional golfer, but I love being out there enjoying the challenge and the mental game, she said, adding that her participation represented more than just competition. It was a testament to jumping outside of comfort zones and embracing challenges.
For some golf.
Perfect out here.
I never golf this early in the morning. I grew up in Des Moines and I played there a ton. And honestly, I try to get back there as much as I can to play with my family. My dad plays a lot, my older brother plays a lot. So, you know, it's super fun.
After playing with major winner Zach Johnson at her 2025 debut at the John Deere Classic, this was Clark's second major tournament. The LPGA's efforts demonstrate the potential of embracing cross-sport talent to draw diverse audiences and uplift women's sports. But why was the LPGA so proactive in highlighting Clark while her own league, the WNBA, lagged behind? If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we appreciate you. Now, Let's get back to the action.
Well, first of all, we're thankful that she's here. I think she's been kind of the one on, when you talk about women's sports, she's kind of, other than Nelly, it's been Caitlin. And what she has done is amazing. And like you said, bringing other people into the sport. And golf has been, I think, quite a passion for her for quite some time.
Despite Caitlin Clark's incredible impact during her first season in the WNBA, the league's attempts to raise her profile and highlight her accomplishments fell well short. In contrast, the LPGA saw the opportunity to increase her visibility through high-profile pairings, fan access, and television coverage, while the WNBA's strategy appeared to be more subdued.
Higher television ratings, higher attendance figures. Ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't come courtesy of a league. It comes courtesy of the players that play in the league. And in her case, she was the most popular, which means she could have helped your bottom line, which means you should have seen that from day one and maximized it. But you didn't.
Being the only player to reach 100 three-pointers and 300 assists in the same season, Clark's debut with the Indiana Fever was nothing short of historic. Her stats of 19, 2 points, 5, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists per game earned her Rookie of the Year, a top 5 MVP finish, and multiple player awards during the season. The LPGA made sure Clark's involvement in the Annika received significant attention by promoting her pairing with world number 1 Nelly Korda and integrating her into the Women's Leadership Forum alongside legends like Annika Sorum. Despite breaking 62 records in the process, the league's attempts to celebrate her failed. For example, her Rookie of the Year award presentation took place in an empty gym without the fanfare that would have been appropriate for a player of her caliber. Clark demonstrated a deep awareness of her broad appeal by participating in fan access and media coverage.
Please, Caitlin. Please, please sign that. 24 years, John Deere boys. Caitlin, please. Oh my God.
Caitlin, nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Caitlin! Hung in there, Let's go.
Fans and onlookers expressed their thoughts about this discrepancy without holding back. The sentiment was summed up by one fan who said, "Every league embraces her except the WNBA is diabolic." Other fans expressed similar annoyance, claiming that the WNBA failed to follow the LPGA's marketing approach as a model. Critics point to the NBA's emphasis on striking a balance between veteran and rising stars narratives as the reason for this cautious acknowledgement. In her public remarks, Kathy Engelbert frequently highlighted the league's general expansion and competitive dynamics without highlighting Clark's groundbreaking contributions. Despite trying for a balanced approach, this strategic decision eventually lost the opportunity to capitalize on the Caitlin Clark effect, which resulted in record attendance and increased TV ratings during her season. Keep in mind Commissioner Engelbert's comment.
Notice when you're asking about Caitlin a lot, you bring up other rookies as well.
No league's ever about one player. That player could get hurt or whatever. So I think it's just to give recognition that in sports, people watch for compelling content and rivalries. And you can't do that alone as one person.
By providing Clark with a platform, the LPGA has demonstrated the value of supporting and promoting standout athletes, acknowledging that their appeal may extend beyond the confines of their main sport. When elite players are praised and encouraged, the LPGA not only raised its own prominence but also demonstrated the wider possibilities of women's sports. This difference serves as a reminder that using star power involves more than just praising accomplishments. It also entails creating moments that captivate audiences and garner public attention.
And everybody talking about other WNBA players not being appreciated. Nobody insulted them. Nobody dismissed their contribution. We were simply saying, despite the contributions for years and years and years, a lot of people didn't care. Fair or not? Until
Not only was Caitlin Clark competing in another sporting event when she took the course for the Annika Prom, but she was also receiving praise from some of the most prestigious figures in women's golf. The fact that the top players in the LPGA were excited to comment on Clark was evidence of her influence reaching a wide audience. Beyond basketball, the event's host and basketball legend, Annika Sorenstam, was unreserved in her admiration. "We are grateful that she is here because, aside from Nelly, she has been the driving force behind women's sports. It's encouraging to see someone manage the spotlight with such grace while consistently pushing limits," Stam added, highlighting Clark's poise under pressure.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's been a lot of pressure. I mean, a lot of people looking at her, and when you set the bar high and continue to move that bar, I mean, people are always going to try and push you down and take you down in different ways and getting criticized, but she's just handled it so well, with such poise and such class, and just keep moving, setting records and doing things that have not been done before. And I mean, that's just, to me, is obviously very inspiring, but it motivates a lot of women to be able to even reach their full potential. And she's so young too, and who knows what her future will be, but she's just starting out with a bang, and I'm sure she's going to continue. So we're excited to have her here.
Korda Nelly Clark's front nine partner and the world #1 shared Sane Stam's comments. Seeing someone from a different sport who shares our competitive spirit is refreshing. Caitlin exudes a contagious energy and determination. This cross-sport camaraderie, according to Korda, demonstrated how Clark's strategy appeals to elite athletes on all levels of competition.
Non-serious question, how is your jump shot?
It probably needs work. It's probably not that good.
Not that good?
Yeah, maybe I'll ask Caitlin for some advice, some tips. Next time we'll get together, maybe it'll be on a basketball court. Yeah.
What's your hope of maybe a long-term relationship with Caitlin Clark and the LPGA? What do you hope comes from today?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just great for the women's sports. I love that she has a love for the game of golf, and me, I've never really tuned into watching basketball before her, honestly. So I think it's just growing the interest in all of women's sports, and I hope that's what grows from this really.
Brittany Lincecum and other players were equally excited to have Clark at the event. Lincecum said that Clark's contributions to women's basketball are amazing, and that it's amazing to see her here supporting us. She has such an influence that I even brought a basketball for her to autograph for my girls. In a recent interview, Andrea Lee and Megan Kong both expressed how much they loved Clark, hoping to run into him while having tea and taking selfies. Lilia Vu and Marina Alex were thrilled to see Clark up close and learn how the Caitlin Clark effect will increase interest in the sport.
Ran into Andrea Lee on the putting green, and she said, my tee time is at 7:10 a.m., so I'm hoping that overlaps well enough that I'll be able to get a picture. And then on the other side of that, Megan Kang said, oh man, my tee time is in the afternoon. There's no shot that I'm going to be able to catch her in time for a photo. And Marina Alex was especially excited because her locker is next to Caitlin's in the locker room. She said she walked in and saw there she was. She's got a placard just like all the LPGA players right next to her. So perhaps Marina can pick her brain as they're getting ready to head out to the golf course. And of course, you had to chat with Lilia Vu, who's the defending champion. The first thing she said to me was, oh my goodness, so excited that Caitlin's here. She's going to bring so many eyeballs to this week and to our game.
Rising stars in their own right, Alex Pano and Rose Young also expressed their admiration for Clark. Zhang, who finds inspiration in her ability to remain composed in the face of intense media attention, said, her composure is something I deeply respect. She handles everything thrown at her with remarkable poise. These golfers' warmth and respect were more than just token gestures. They represented a genuine acknowledgement of Clark's role in raising awareness of women's sports. Her participation wasn't just a nod to her hobby. It represented a blending of sports worlds, bringing fans from various fields together and highlighting the potential for growth through cross-promotion. When given the proper platform, athletes like Clark may be effective change agents who bring disparate athletic communities together and increase the visibility of women's sports. This shared respect brought to light a stark fact. The LPGA took advantage of this opportunity to demonstrate how leagues may help elite athletes outside of their main sport. The LPGA players' reactions went beyond simple applause. They acknowledged a change that was taking place in real time and that positioned Clark as a role model for women in sports who inspire change in a variety of fields. Please leave a comment, subscribe, and enable all notifications so you don't miss anything. We'll see you in the next one after you click the video on the screen.